go up the tower, you take every single step. You're like, oh no, is it gonna come down on me?
Yes. Almost one family that owned the castle for 16 years. 1600 years.
600 years.
600 years.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Yes.
Scarampi?
Yes, Scarampi, because the family that built the castle was the Paleology from Casale Monferrato, and in the big 1010 they start doing the oldest parts of the tower, and in 1323 the Scarampi family was a bank, so they the Paleology didn't pay a loan, so they take the castle, and they kept the castle from 1323 to 1965, so for about 600 years.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
the same family.
And then they turned it from, at what time they turned it from a fortress, which
Yes.
was a defensive position,
To a
and there
vacation house.
to a vacation
Yes,
house.
because this has been also a vacation house, summer vacation house for the king's family, Mussolini. So a lot of history.
Oh, excellent,
Yes.
excellent. Well, let's.
So this is the main entrance. Wow.
And so.
And here we have now is
The gloves.
there was a family from Milan, a very rich family that bought the castle in the 67.
In 1967.
To Tim. So for about 50 years they kept the castle.
Is it true though that family, and I'm not trying to tarnish that family's reputation, that they were selling a lot of the stuff from the castle
Yes.
just to make extra money?
Before the priest.
Oh, before the priest.
Stolen also the tiles. I will show you.
The priests were doing this.
Yes.
The priests were selling
Priest
tiles and other
tiles,
objects
fruit,
inside this
trees from the garden.
for personal gain or for to build their church.
No, I think for personal.
Personal gain. And then at what time was Leonardo DiCaprio trying to buy this castle?
Around 2010.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes sense. He has a history. You know, his heritage is Italian. So.
So we have this small court, internal court. Here we have the label that reminds when Mussolini was here for starting the works of the building of the Monferrato, Aquedotto Monferrato, so 100 municipality aqueduct. In 28.
And this aqueduct is still working.
Yes,
correct. Still
absolutely,
working.
yes.
Absolutely, it supplies water to 100
This
provinces.
under our feet, this is a tank that collects all the water from the roof.
Okay.
So this water, there is a system of 7 wells that are all connected with each other. So there is always water almost everywhere in the castle.
Oh, this was stolen, and so these are
Yes.
replacement tiles.
So here we have, this was the army, the weapons corridor. So I show you some pictures, old pictures before.
Oh, before the priest stole all the weapons.
Full of weapons.
Wow.
Yes.
What about these coat of arms? Real quick, are the coat of arms original?
Yeah, this yes.
These
This
are-
and the red cross, the white cross on the red is the flag of Piedmont.
This is the flag of Piedmont.
Yes, yes.
So we have Piedmont. What's
Yes.
the difference between the shield and
I
no,
don't know.
no. Okay.
Similar to what the Knights Templar.
Yes,
The Knights
yes,
Templar
yes.
has the same. Yeah.
And here we have the king's room.
The king's room. Okay.
Yes. This
So-
room is completely original.
This is the king's room right here.
All right. Well, if we had electricity, but the ghosts of Castello di Camino don't. Yes, this I believe is.
This is the original. Everything is original. The tiles, the ceiling. Everything original.
Okay, so these are all of the wives, the daughters, the aunts, all of the. Why would that only be the women? No men?
No, because the men are in the
Of course.
the men here.
The men are in the big ballroom. Yes. So we have the women here.
Yes.
This shows maybe early sexism. I don't know.
For the ladies, this room is dedicated to all the women affiliated with Castello. Wives and daughters, older names.
And
This is the main ballroom with the oldest Scarabbi family portraits. And these are very famous, these paintings. The painter was a very famous painter of the 1600. So,
okay.
and now the paintings that are missing are the original one that are in a show in Alessandria. That's just been
An exhibition.
yes.
Okay.
Exhibition. Okay, thank you. And all these are fake
Okay.
because the daughter of the previous owner stolen the original paintings.
The daughter of the
Yes, the
previous owner
yes.
stole all of the original.
Because the problem is that this, okay, the castle belonged to Tim, but the furniture and the paintings they have to stay in the castle.
Of course.
So you can't sell it. So she tried to do this, and after like 3 years of investigation, the police, there's a special department of
Right.
the police for artistic.
For artifacts, cultural artifacts.
They found the original paintings at the house in Milan
Of the owner?
Yes.
And what did they do with wouldn't they bring them back, the original, and put them back in?
Restoration,
Oh, okay.
and they will come back.
Wow, that's excellent.
Yes, absolutely.
That's great to hear, so.
Every one of these paintings worth about 300,000 euros. So
300,000 for the original, each original.
each original,
Wow.
yes.
And so what about the ones, so these are just replicas until they get the originals restored and put back.
Yes.
But these missing panels,
There was the original. So there was 15 original and 15 fake that are these.
Right.
That now are under renovation.
okay.
And 8 original. They didn't store all of that.
Oh, 8 originals, okay.
Yeah, the original are already in this exhibition in Alessandria.
Oh, okay. And their exhibition, when it's over, they'll bring them back
Yes.
again and put them back, okay.
Exactly.
Well, I'm glad they found them. I guess the Ministry of Culture was able to find them and
Yes.
maybe
Yes. They
put that owner in jail or something, or fine her.
Not jail of this guy. That this guy, one of the marquis. This is the first ghost of the castle, because at the castle we have 3 ghosts.
3 ghosts, okay.
Yes.
This is what else we
This
want to
is
hear
the
about.
first. This is Scarampi. That he was a little bit. He wanna fight with almost everybody. So he tried to conquest Casale Monferrato. That's have you been to Casale? Not yet.
Casale Monferrato,
Yes.
we were here in November last time,
no,
and
now not yet.
Not
No,
yet,
no,
not yet.
okay. You will go tomorrow.
Tomorrow for the
Yes.
market, yes.
Okay. And he lost the war, so he came back to the castle thinking to be safe. But the people from Casale came here and they tried to go inside the castle for like a month. After 1 month, they came in, take it, and they kill it inside this.
They killed him.
So is that actually
they-
his casket?
Is his body in there, maybe?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Nobody wants to
You
open
can-
it. Yeah.
He has been decapitated.
He was decapitated, okay.
Decapitated, yes, because you can see that he's taking his hand under his. Because they just kill. They just cut his head.
So when you have a sarcophagus, I don't know if this is the Roman way to depict someone who's decapitated, they will put their hand under their head. That means that person's head was cut off.
Okay.
Is that
yes?
kind of okay? So he's holding his head back on his.
And,
And when was this? What period was this? When he was
1000 around the end of 1400.
1,400. So did he have soldiers when he went to try to
Yes.
conquer Casale
Yes,
Monferrato?
yes, his own army.
He had his army, okay.
Small.
And they lost.
Yes, yes.
And they came back to the castle.
Yes.
Okay.
And when his wife, Camilla,
Camila.
noticed that he was killed, she's going on top of the tower, and she suicide.
And she committed suicide off the
Yes.
original tower. And so we have two ghosts. We have Scarampi and then his wife Camila.
Scarampo that walk around the castle, and his wife that is looking for
Him. Okay. So we have two ghosts.
Yes, and we have the third that I will explain you
Okay.
upstairs.
Wow, the history is amazing.
To do all the entire building.
Three-
From 1010 to the second half of the
14
Yes, 1300.
14th century. So 300 years. Because we were at Il Duomo a couple days ago. And do you know how many years it took to build Il Duomo?
A lot.
600.
Yeah, wow.
600 years from the time, and it just had opened in 1965.
Yes.
So it's
the
incredible.
family, it was a family legacy. The family continued to build over
Yes, yes, because the renovation for becoming a vacation house has been done by an architect. The name was Ferdinando Scarampi. There was a very famous architect of the half of 1800. So he'd like to make this castle to make possible to live it inside. So they added the windows, they added the balconies, they made this big room with a lot of light. So he make it livable space.
So how do you say it was converted from a garden? Is that what they call it, a garden before?
Fortress?
Fortress, yes. I show you why. Because you can understand the position where they decided to build the castle, because it's dominant on at almost 360 degrees.
360 degrees of the entire Piedmont region.
France, Swiss, wasn't okay, but France, Swiss, and when the weather is perfectly clear, you can see Milan from the tower.
Really? Wow. And that's about 130, 120, 130 kilometers from
But
here.
it's very flat because there is the area where there are the rice fields on this side.
Oh, there's rice fields here.
Oh, it's the biggest region in Europe for rice.
Wow. Yeah, I thought that was mostly in Asia.
No, okay, not like China, but for Europe, it's the biggest area.
Oh, Dan, you're doing everything with just one hand.
I'm learning.
You learn.
So how did you break your arm?
I made 2 days ago a bike accident with my daughter. We was in a bike, and she put a feet.
Oh,
the
in the wheel, in the spoke, and you just went forward. Yeah, you're lucky it was only your arm, because usually when you do that, you break your clavicle. People break their clavicle. I had a friend who did that, and he just broke it. Yeah.
terrible. And luckily the baby's fine. Yes, it's fine.
She's fine?
So, absolutely fine. So, as you can see, the view. So this is today is not the best.
Little
sunny
foggy.
weather, but you can see this is one of the most beautiful view of in Piedmont, absolutely. So from just to make you understand, to that side there is Swiss, okay. There is Montrose, Zermatt, the other Alps, Swiss Alps. Going right, you have Lombardia, so Milan is almost there.
In that direction, Milan, if it was a clearer day, we
Yes,
could see Milan.
absolutely. Not from here, from the top of the tower.
Okay.
Over there we have the Po River, so you can see the river there.
Oh,
It's
yes.
the most important river in Italy. Rice fields also there, because there is Vercelli, there is the biggest province in area in Europe to produce rice. All the Monferrato hills, you can see the sanctuary that I told you before, that church there, you can see the church
Yes.
in between the tree and the tower. That's the place that you have to go. I will send you the name. And going to that side, straight there is Genova, so the sea. straight over the hills. Sometimes you can see the hills up to Genova, so very close to the sea.
Okay.
Because Genova is about 100 kilometers from here,
Okay.
more or less, not so far. And going to this side, you go to France. So on the back of the tower there is France. So you have from the tower a 360 view.
Extremely well positioned. Yeah, they must have put a lot of thought into
Yes.
exactly where they wanted to place this fortress.
And because the Monferrato is the area in Italy with the biggest quantity numbers of castles.
Yes,
So
I noticed
there
that.
was-
So what were they trying to protect so much here? Why? I mean, I see why they put these castles on top of these hills with a great view for defensive purposes.
Yes.
But were they protecting food, like their food production, their wine production,
Yes,
or-
also that. Yes, also that.
or was it just to protect at that time? I mean, their their local lands.
I think both.
Both.
Yes. So
And so on this property or in this area, you have rice fields, you
Yes,
have
yes.
vineyards,
Wine, yes.
olive oil.
olive oil, yes.
And olive oil.
It's becoming olive oil. A lot of hazelnuts. So that one you can see the vineyards there, and close to the vineyards there are all hazelnuts. Wow. So it's very famous for hazelnut too.
Okay. And then the rice paddies or the rice
Yes.
fields are right there with the water because they need a lot of water.
Yes,
Rice
they
needs a
use the
lot
Po
of
River
water.
So
They use the Po River water
Yes,
for irrigation. Okay.
there is a big network of channel that gives water to just for rice field.
And the church down there, straight down there.
Yeah, that's the church of Camino, and it's very San Lorenzo. San Lawrence Church is a very nice church. To
Chiesa di
visit.
San Lorenzo.
Yes.
Caribbean Cowboys TNA are making their way up the tower, the oldest part of the castle. Amazing history.
Got to get my steps in.
Another lower view.
Just walking upstairs from over 1,000 years ago when this was originally a fortress before they turned it into a
Tower of 1,000 years.
living quarters and a residence. So this was used to defend the area in the Piedmont region. So it's still structurally solid.
Yes,
Yes.
because we have done like after pre-voted all the the control, the check for stability, and it's completely absolutely fine.
Excellent.
So these are the original stairs?
Yes.
And we get to the top of the tower, and there's one more level with this
We're at
ladder,
the
which
summit.
I will not be going up.
Of the tower.
That might be where Camilla threw herself off this
Yes,
tower.
Yes.
All the way up there, or just right here.
One more level.
Not going up that level.
Just the roof, yes. But as you can see, the view is
Spectacular.
yes.
And so, which direction are we looking at? This is France? this would
France
be-
is there.
So France would be
right
over
there.
here.
Swiss is right there.
Switzerland over there.
Okay.
Right.
France, Switzerland.
France, Switzerland. Fly around. Milan.
Milan there.
Over there.
Yes, and the sea over there.
Genoa.
Yes. So
So let's hear about the third ghost.
we have three ghosts
story
in the
of the
castle.
third
So
ghost.
the third ghost is the name was Barnaba, was one of the Scarabbi family, and was called the Crazy Duke because he wanna fight with almost everybody around the castle. So he died in the beginning of the 1600
Okay.
during a battle, and that day was the summer solstice, so the 21 of June. And that day there was a huge storm in Camino. So the legend says that every year for the summer solstice, Barnaba, the ghost, come back, and there is a storm every year for the summer solstice, because it's Barnaba that is came back to Camino. So that's the story, the legend that this ghost that comes just one time a year.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. You know, a lot of these castles have one ghost. This one doesn't have two. We have three ghosts here.
Yes.
We got a party going on every
Two
summer
all
solstice.
year long and one just one time.
Two all year long and one on the summer solstice. Thank you.